Hey there everyone, welcome back to another day on the channel where I've got my round 2 from the Somerville PC. Oh my god, I'm going so fast, wow! So I'm playing this guy named Aaron. I hadn't met him before, I think this was maybe one of his first or second events. But he had a Smeargle Xerneas, so with my team against Smeargle Xerneas, I usually lead Metagross Dragonite. It's pretty safe, because I can go ahead and turn one Safeguard with Dragonite, because it's got inner focus, you can't fake it out. And Metagross, you can just Iron Head into the Xerneas, no problem. But here he leads with Hawlucha, so automatically I don't even know what Hawlucha does. So I turn one, go for an Iron Head and Safeguard, but he goes ahead and flings a King's Rock at me. So at which point, you know, my Metagross flinches, and the Xerneas goes for a Geomancy, which I'm fine with because I actually went for a Haze with Dragonite. So that's good for me. But I guess now I'm remembering back to my singles days playing with Hawlucha and going, oh, it gets unburdened, so it flings the King's Rock, and now it's fast, but it was already fast, so I didn't get the point of that. But either way, I guess you could do some fun stuff there with Xerneas if like it had, like, you could combo with Xerneas if you like fling to help it set up, and then you can like weaken something real quick beforehand. He just goes for a high jump kick into Metagross. I decided to go ahead and Iron Head the Xerneas just to get a ton of damage, and you know, if it survives, I can probably just bullet punch the next turn. He goes for a Dazzling Gleam, which Dragonite you're going to see is going to take pretty decently. Like, it takes that pretty decently. So I think I just go for a Draco. Yeah, I go for a Draco Meteor into the Hawlucha, just trying to get some damage on it. I don't really know what it does. And then this next turn, you know, the Hawlucha survives. So I don't know if he's going to read into a bullet punch, but he does withdraw the Xerneas for you know, Mawile, which I think I might have bullet punched into there, but I'm pretty sure I switch out Dragonite here because I think you know, I've got the or what did I go for, dude? I don't even remember what I did here. He goes for an Acrobatics. That's right, he goes for an Acrobatics, which takes out Dragonite. So I think I just Draco'd into the Hawlucha again to get rid of it. And then I get to send in Rayquaza, which is pretty sweet because here, oh yeah, I protected an attack thinking he might take out Dragonite, but then I could just do what I'm doing now, which is bullet punch the Hawlucha or the Xerneas, depending on which stayed in. I think I was trying to bait out a protect from the Xerneas or a switch. But here, you notice he doesn't even Mega Evolve the Mawile, so I think that might have been a mistake, actually. And I was expecting him to Mega Evolve the Mawile and Sucker Punch into Metagross or Play Rough into Rayquaza. And I was kind of okay with either one, because I would avoid a Sucker Punch with the Bullet Punch, and Rayquaza has a Focus Sash. So here, I think I protect here to scout out a possible Choice Scarf on the Hydreigon. And then I think I just go for a Dragon Ascent into the Hydreigon with the Rayquaza. Yeah, so it turns out he is Choice Scarf. He just goes for a Dazzling Gleam. It's going to knock my Rayquaza down to its Sash, I believe. It does. Yes, it does. And I go ahead and go for what's going to be a decent amount of damage on the Hydreigon, actually. You'll see that this Dragon Descent doesn't do a terrible amount. But, I mean, it's putting the Hydreigon into, you know, any kind of range. So now I know it's Focus Sash. I can just go ahead and Bullet Punch the Xerneas. I don't mind if he protects the Xerneas and knocks out my Metagross, because I have my own Choice Scarf Xerneas in the back still. And I know that at this point I've already won the battle. There's not a whole lot he can do about it. So he goes ahead and he Dark Pulses into the Rayquaza, actually, which I thought was interesting. That was an interesting move. I really probably should have targeted the Metagross there. But either way, I get to send in my Xerneas, at which point, I think, did I protect Metagross here and just Dazzling Gleam? No, oh yeah, I go for a Bullet Punch just to get some damage. If I don't knock it out, then it hides the fact that my Xerneas is Choice Scarf for the next game. That's the biggest reason why I went for that. I don't really care about Metagross surviving. It doesn't have to. I've already won the game. But I don't want to show the fact that I'm Choice Scarf, because that's still valuable information for me. So I Bullet Punch there just to hide the fact that I'm Choice Scarf. And then, you know, the battle is over because the Hydreigon faints and I have more Pokemons. So yeah, I win the first game. And so Aaron this time decides to bring in he leads the same way, I'm pretty sure, but this time instead of, I think, Mawile, I think he brings Aegislash, which is actually kind of a problem in many ways. Aegislash, honestly, against these two Pokemon, if he had led Aegislash, I would have been in a much more difficult position. But he leads with Hawlucha here, and so this is why I'm glad that I hid the Choice Scarf on Xerneas last turn, because now I can outspeed his Hawlucha and just knock it out. Now that I know it's not Focus Sash, it's got King's Rock, I can knock it out with Dazzling Gleam, no problem. And I can just double into the Xerneas. So I can Dazzling Gleam, and I think I just Iron Head right into the Xerneas. So I don't know what he does here. He might go for a Geomancy. I think he goes for a Geomancy, actually, which, you know, I think the fact that he went for Geomancy. So the fact that he didn't know that my Xerneas was Choice Scarf bit him in the butt. So that's why I think it's a good little tech. I like it a lot in certain situations. In other situations, I kind of wish it had Geomancy, but I think Scarf is you have to play it differently. It's a different style of Xerneas. So here, turn 1, I just get a double knockout. I mean, there's nothing he can do about this. You know, his Xerneas goes down to an Iron Head. I guess he was hoping to fling the King's Rock at the Metagross and then just trade Geomancies. I guess that was the play, and then next turn he'd be faster, so he could do like acrobatics into my Xerneas. But yeah, so now I'm up at 4-2, but still, you know, he's got some interesting position here. But because I know that the Hydreigon has Choice Scarf, I can just go ahead and Dazzling Gleam. But it actually turns out to be pretty fast because I mean, it's Choice Scarf too. It outspeeds my Xerneas. But luckily he doesn't go for like a Dark Pulse or anything. He just goes for Heat Wave. So I get to straight up knock out his Hydreigon. And I think here he probably goes for I think a Flash Cannon into Xerneas, which I disagree with wholeheartedly. I think in 2016 Gyro Ball is the much better move. But that's just me. That's my opinion, you know, to each their own. So it does knock out my Xerneas just because, you know, I don't have a +2 special defense. It's just you know, just a regular old Choice Scarf Xerneas. But now here, I think do I bring in the Toad? No, I bring in Rayquaza. Yeah, because basically I know that if he wants to stand an attack, I just Flamethrower. I don't need Metagross in here anymore, so I can send in, I think I sent in the Toad. Yes, the Toad! I love the Toad. Seismitoad is my favorite Pokemon on this team. It's so cool. But yeah, so I figure here, you know, I switch into Seismitoad in case he goes for the King Shield. It doesn't do me any harm to just Flamethrower into the Aegislash. I've already won this game, basically. There's nothing he can do about it. And I know that a Life Orb Earth Power plus a Flamethrower into his Aegislash will, I think I've said that differently twice now. Aegislash, whatever. I know that a double target here is going to pick up the knockout, and even if it doesn't, he can't knock out all my Pokemon with just his Aegislash. So I go ahead and just Earth Power into it after the Flamethrower, and it picks up the knockout. And that is my round 2. So if you like it, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and hopefully I'll see you back tomorrow for my round 3, if I can get it.